maintain. Without a strict and unforgiving chain of command, chaos is inevitable. What's up, youngster, since you're the new booty? And don't know nothing, I gotta show you about the pecking order. It's the order in how we do things and move things. See somebody gonna tell you what to do after I tell that motherfucker what to do. It's the pecking order. It's the pecking order. It's the pecking order. We got the power to make you niggas sour.
My microphone's not on. My microphone's not on. Fuck. Alright, so I won't touch it anymore. You know what I need to do? I need to do this. I need to wrap it with this elastic band. And then if I wrap it with the elastic band, I can't touch it. It might look dodgy, but Jesus, there we go. All right, might not help. I don't know. If it doesn't, I'll take it off. Looks dodgy as, if I'm honest. I know. Oh my God. Let me tell you about the day that I've had today. My goodness. My goodness. So I am 100% moved out of my other house. Yep, you heard that correct. 100%. Justin, you absolute legend. Inks, what's going on? Who else did I miss? Yeah, no more movies. Fuck. What about that? G'day, Biffos. Hey, big fella. I'm good, mate. Are you doing the Robin 210 interview? Yes, mate. And yes, it is dropping this Sunday. Oh, I know. Like, yeah. What a crazy couple of weeks, to be honest. Oi, who's gifting out bloody memberships? Bloody Chain Matt just gifted a membership to Rack and Dat. Received a that's a mad name, Rack and Dat. If you know, you know. But all right, if you don't know, it quite possibly could mean stealing. I'm good, Simon. How are you, mate? What's going on, Simo? Yeah, what a day. What a day. I'm so glad it is all over. And so, yeah, it's a crazy day for me as well. So for those of you that know will know that today is somebody that was very close to me's anniversary. I very much don't want to talk about it. So yeah, one of my family members. So yeah. 5 finger discount. Oi, Mr. Zards, what's going on? Paying it forward, that's the way. Yeah, missing persons Oz. Yeah, this is like massive for me. I can't even tell you the amount of undue stress that was caused by this whole scenario. I have until tomorrow morning been paying rent on 2 properties, which is not ideal, especially when you're not living in one. So, yeah, to get that over and done with today is fucking insane. But rightio, let's just move on to the 6 hour. I bet my streaming record, so my live stream record, I actually doubled it. So my live stream record was true story. This is a true story. So 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 36 seconds. A lot of threes in that. So yeah, we doubled it. We doubled it. We just straight up doubled it. We were like, yeah, that's what's going on and stuff. Oi, bloody Yaski, you fucking legend. Oi, fucking, how do I say that? Machan. Wait, hang on. Stupid. Mei Chen. Mei Chen. Mei Chen. Oi, Matt Fitzgerald, what's going on? Oh, the Aryan Brotherhood. Had a wee sleep in. Yeah, what a fucking effort that was for all you legends. We literally done a 6 hour stream. We held a steady 120, 130 fucking people for 4 hours. And then, yeah, like what a crazy live that was. Absolute crazy. And I knew, like, I'm like, my mum said to me today, when did you do a 6 hour live? And I was like, last night, mum. And she's like, wow, did you really? If you can hear, like, my voice is like, I started losing my voice last night. It's like still hanging in there. But yeah, what a legend. We're doing another 6 hours. TJ's live too, but we're not going all night, he said. So I'm over here. Let's go. Oi, cousin, what's going on, Rhino? What did I miss? Long day for Jamie. Oh fuck, me padlock fell down. Oi, Yaska's bloody gifting out memberships. Bloody chilling with the guitar. Got the free membership. Boys, Legend Yaska and Legend chilling with the guitar got the free membership. Tickle My Talk says, Biff, cheers. Oi, what's going on? Love your work, Biff. Straight up, truth, real legend. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I fell asleep for hours and woke up and I was still kicking on. Oh, that's it, bro. Oi, Marcus, we legitimately went live until after 3 o'clock this morning. And if you guys know, I actually started that live at 9:03. So, and then we went live for over 6 hours. Fucking crazy. Good on you, Biff. You deserve the same recognition as the show. Ponies, mate. Always been genuine from the get go. Good on you, man. Sending support from Sydney. Oh, thank you, legend. But, you know, I always try and be as real as I can be. And, you know, it's very hard. Like, it would be hard for me to lie about the stuff that I'm talking about, you know? So, I don't understand why people have got to like bridge up and make things sound 10 times crazier than what they are. Like I said last night, you know, it's like SBS says, 7 billion stories and counting. So, you know, everyone's got a story. Everyone wants to listen to it. But yeah, it's all about keeping it real and telling the truth. Because like otherwise, if you start telling untruths about things like prison and crime and stuff like that, the prison and crime world's a very small world, and you'll get brought undone very quickly. And so a lot of my followers that are in this chat right now, so my subs, are from the same prison life that I was from. So like to be sitting here and telling lies would just be silly, because I promise you, as much as all of those people in the chat respect what I do, they're not going to sit here and let me tell a whole lot of bullshit and make people believe that things happen that didn't really happen. So yeah, Biff. I tried to search that tunnel around South Yarra. I couldn't find it. Um, I couldn't find it, but I found the shark in the tank one. Oh yeah, nice, nice. So like, if you were like searching in person, I can literally tell you exactly what. All right. So for all of you guys that want to know where this fucking secret tunnel is, right? So if you are standing and looking at the river and you are looking at I don't know what it's called. It used to be the tennis center. It's been called 7,000 things since then. But if you're looking at that part of Melbourne instead of standing in front of that and looking at, like, say, the Maya Music Bowl, you're on the wrong side of the river, yeah? And so it's very easy to get it mixed up. But I promise you, like, that is exactly where you go. Exactly. That's right. People will enjoy the story the way it happened. You ever mix with proper corruption, Biff, or was you not deep in that life, bro? So my last video was on corruption, right? And so I can tell you I've been had my hands as deep in corruption as it gets in prison. I also will say that that I have been privy to police force corruption as well. And but yeah, I've had my own screws doing stuff for me, and I've had a alleged relationship with a female screw. Yeah, I've been right in the thick of it when we're talking about how much corruption I seen or was a part of. I was a part of it. And so I also said this, yeah. So I also said this, that on one of my videos, that I actually used to sell drugs to one of our leading um well, I don't even know what you call it. So like, you know, people that work at the airport, I will say, and so people that fly, I will say, but I won't say who. And so, mate, I've seen corruptions go to levels that, like I say, the vault is open, but we don't want to go out and just go blah and spurt everything out in one go. But yeah, I promise you, like I've seen corruption. The word corruption is like very, very familiar to me in my life. I have been a part of corruption for good and for bad. And so, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Smack a like on the stream and knock your neighbours. And yeah, knock your neighbour's house. Oh, how good. We were talking about that the other day. How good's that? So Nick knocking was one of my favourite pastimes. But like I said the other day, I had much more fun. And Marcus will be able to tell you that this is what we used to do. So my house in Cranbourne used to back onto Thompson's Road. So all we had to do was jump over my back fence and walk 15 meters, and we were at Thompson's Road, right? And so Nick knocking was good fun, yeah. But we had things brought to our attention like flashing, right? Now that sounds wrong and gross, but I promise you it's not that kind of like want to buy a watch flashing. No, I'm talking about with a camera. We used to hide in the bushes. Oh my god, this is sounding really bad. We used to hide in the bushes. Cars used to drive past, and we would use the flash on the camera and we would flash them, and the cars would think they were getting flashed by a speed camera. And then the other one we used to do was toolboxing, or tackle boxing. So we used to get fishing line and tie it to a tackle box or a toolbox, and we put it on the edge of the road so that when the cars drove past, they seen the fucking tackle box or the toolbox sitting there. And then we'd have that tackle box or toolbox 100% empty. Plastic toolboxes, the best. Tackle boxes, 100%. And then we'd just get like 50-pound line, and we'd tie a 50-pound line and put it on our fishing rod. And we'd jump like 50 meters back in the bushes. And every time a car would drive past and they'd see that tackle box there, and they would pull over, and they would like go back to try and pick it up to put it in the car. And they would go back and they'd be like, where the fuck is that fucking tackle box gone? And it's funny as, right? So they would go back so they could do a Yui and they could see where it was, right? And so they would always pull up right in front of it, and then we'd make it like move in front of them, and they'd be tripping out like, what the fuck? Oi, Andy Turbo, you fluffing legend. Wait a minute. Oi, corruption in Victoria Police. So you've got to understand, right? So corruption it's not like a new thing for Victoria Police. Victoria Police has been corrupt since First Fleet days, as a matter of fact. Oi, Magoo, you bloody legend. Oi, my mum says, oh my God, you and Shane were so funny. So Shane was my cousin, and yeah, so I thought I was funny, but that dude was fucking funny, man, and really, really funny. He was one of my first cousins, absolute legend. I'm just gonna, if you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna grab my dinner and I'm just gonna pick at it on the side here, because I literally have not stopped all day. Got in, done that post and said we're going live at 9 o'clock, and then yeah, so one moment. I'll put my new song on. So if you guys know The Pecking Order by Ice Cube, I turned it into a blues song. Let's go.
Order must be maintained without a strict and unforgiving chain of command. Chaos is inevitable. What's up, youngster, since you're the new booty? And don't know nothing, I gotta show you about the pecking order. It's the order in how we do things and move things. See somebody gonna tell you what to do after I tell that motherfucker what to do. It's the pecking order. It's the pecking order. It's the pecking order. We got the power to make you niggas sour. Big fish, well like itchy cow. Stepping out the shower, it's the pecking order. Ask your daughter how we peck, inspect, high class as the projects. Push my legs to the California range, southern lane.
Roast
For
pork
my schemes is on the
and
brain.
gravy roll
For
from the
my connect
local
game, put a
supermarket.
strain on every leak in our chain.
Beautiful.
That's right, we all get take us for notes to make us see notes. Doing all the howdy bullshit floats, and niggas don't, some niggas don't. Gangsta paradise, say nothing nice. Yeah, we living so tight, we need Jesus in our lives. It's the pecking order, yeah. It's the order how we do things and move things. Only fuck with the true thing.
Or if you know the pecking order, this is my favourite Ice Cube song. I've seen all these people on social media turning rap songs into blues songs, and myself being a blues lover, I thought I have got to have a go at this, and it was hard to find a song that doesn't have copyright on it, to be honest. No. Thank you, D. So, D. So, D Beal in the chat there is actually one of my original followers before I done YouTube and was on TikTok. And so, when I lost my license and stuff like that, so D actually used to come and pick me up from my house and drop me off to do ghost hunting, and then come and pick me up when I was finished and drop me back off at home. True story. Absolute legend, that lady. I'm telling you, the cops are getting away with it even on camera. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you guys seen. Did you guys see that thing where the police pepper sprayed that mentally ill female's privates? She was naked and like having a conniption in the middle of the street, and so the police come. The police actually like fucked her up, yeah, and it was absolutely brutal. And these police officers didn't lose their jobs instantly. I'm pretty sure that is not a police training method that, you know, if you've got a mentally ill patient that's running up and down the street naked, you don't spray them, spray her in her no square. Zeus, I love you, but this is mine. Or if you guys haven't seen that video, it's readily available if you have a look on Google. And I'm telling you, like, what a poor judgment call. Everything, pour everything on those police officers, and so they didn't instantly lose their jobs. I believe that they are whatever they call it when they lose their jobs, but they still have pay, so they didn't really lose their jobs while they're going through the court process. And you can guarantee it that they will be back at work. It's absolutely fucking bullshit. I can't even tell you how much, like, if you haven't been pepper sprayed, well, fuck, man, like, that's a different level of fucking burning. If you think you like burning stuff, you know, when you like burning stuff and you eat that something one day that's like really fucking hot, well, picture that, but in your eyes and in your nostrils, in your ears. That's what pepper spray is like. The hottest chili you've ever eaten, but in your eyeballs. It's horrible. The worst thing about having a mustache is you've got to mop up every single time. Every time. Yeah, how brutal is that? So what a lot of people don't know is that when you're in the police cells, right, they have these things what are called, we call them party packs or fire extinguishers, because like I'm talking, like, you know, that fire extinguishers that used to be in every classroom at the school. You know, when you're at school and they had those mini fucking fire extinguishers, but they were still like that big, like the ones that are in your car, them type of fire. They're about that. That is the size of the fucking pepper spray, what they use on you when you're in the police cells and you fucking like run amok. They use those. So this one night when I was at the in the cells in Victoria here, and so the police had locked me up, and and weren't moving me on and like were keeping me there. This was like something that used to happen back in the day. So you could be locked up in the police cells for 28 days. They could send you to the custody center or the MAP for one night and then send you back to the cells for 28 days. It was fucking brutal. And so on this time, they said to me that you're not leaving today. And I said, I'm leaving today. I promise you I'm leaving today. And they said, you're not leaving today. And I said, I will be leaving today. And I'd already prepared for this in case they had said that I wasn't moving that day. So every time someone left, I was taking their towels, right? And I was stashing them away because I knew that I was going to use these towels to make sure that I was getting out. And so a lot of you are probably sitting there right now going, what the fuck? How? And so I knew that, I was going to use these to get out. And so when they made it quite clear to me that, Mr. Hughes, you're not leaving today, you're staying right where you are. This was a Friday, yeah? The bus was on its way. And I'm like, mate, I'm going to be on that next fucking bus and I don't even care what you say. And they're like, you won't be. You will be staying here at least until Monday. Me knowing damn well that once that weekend's over, it's like starting off the whole ball game again. And so when they told me that's it, you're not on the bus. Like I'll promise you're not on that bus. It's on its way here. It's going to be here in half an hour. You're not on that bus. I was like, all right then. I'll give you a chance. Like, are you sure I'm not on that bus? They're like, you're not on that fucking bus. Fuck off. And I was like, okay, game on, mofos. And so I've been stealing these towels and taking these towels and stashing them. And so if the police don't really, unless they're searching the police cells, they're not going to go into the shower. Every police cell has got a shower, right? They're not going to go in there. So I'm just stashing all these showers right in the corner, right? All these towels right in the shower, right in the corner. And so the day that they told me that I wasn't going, I was like, righto, game on. I was like, everyone, get your shit ready. Everyone that was just told that they're not on the bus today, we're going today. And they're like, how, bro? And I'm like, I'm fucking just get your fucking shit ready. I promise you, get your shit ready. And if you don't want to be a part of some bullshit, go and sit in your cells and don't come out. So most police cells, right, have got usually 3 or 4 cells on one side and then 1 or 2 cells on the other side, and then the room where the fucking solicitor comes in, and then the shower, and then you've got other mini cell blocks they have in police. Like there's not just one, but anyway. So I've told everyone, if you don't want to partake in my fucking tomfoolery, go get back in your cell and fucking stay in there, because otherwise you're going to get in trouble. And so most people will want to partake in my shenanigans because they don't want to stay in the police cells either. And so what I'll say is this was a country cell in the northeast of Victoria. And so if anyone who's done prison time and once you get shipped up to the country, it's the worst. It's the fucking worst. And all right, moving forward. So I literally told everyone that wanted to partake in my fucking shenanigans to go wet their towel and like soak it in water, right? And so I've given everyone, I had like 5 towels, right? So half of the people wanted to play my games and the other people didn't. Now, keep in mind, I didn't tell one of these fucking people what I was about to do. So no one knew what was about to happen. And so there was like 10 people in the cells. So each one of those 5 cells holds 2 or 3 people, right? Mostly 3 people every cell at the police cells. Every single cell in the police cell has 2 or 3 beds in it. So yeah, like I said, there was about 10 people in there. Half of the people went and kicked back in their cells because they were like, bro, we don't want to take any part of this. Like, bro, we've got fucking court coming up, but please, we don't want to be involved. I was like, all right, we'll go kick back. And then, so I've got everyone going and wetting their towels, right? And so I'm getting the towels and I'm twisting these towels, right? And so I've told everyone, chuck your towels down there. Now let me do the rest, yeah, because I don't want you to get in trouble for what I'm about to do. I said, I promise what I'm about to do is get every one of us to Melbourne to a real prison, but I'm going to get in big fucking trouble for what I'm about to do, yeah. I said, but this is what I do for my brothers, so fucking poof, Bluetooth it, and I was off. So anyway, I start twisting all these towels up, right, and I start lobbing them over these cell doors, yeah, right in the corners of every cell door, right? 5 cell doors in there. I had 5 fucking towels already saved up, waiting for this moment. And I start twisting these fucking towels up there over the doors, and everyone's looking at me like, "What are you gonna fucking do, bro?" And so anyway, the first thing I did, right, you got to twist the towels up really hard, right? And so if anyone's been locked up in a cell, they will tell you that the whole locking system for any cell is on the outside of the cell door. So the people that are locked up on the inside can't fucking do anything from the inside. But if you are on the outside, and anyway, first I had all these boys standing back, and I was like, stand back, because this door's about to come flying off. And they're like, what? And so anyway, like I said, twisted the towels up. I've got them folded over right in the corner of the door, yeah, where the hinges are on the outside of the door, right? And because those hinges are on the outside of the doors, just think about it, guys. It's physics, yeah? So a twisted fucking towel over the door, slam the door as hard as I can. As soon as that gets over to the end of that towel and slams, bang. Both those fucking hinges come off the outside of the cell door. True story, right? It's a fucking true story. Anyone that's done hard time will know that you can do this, yeah? And so everyone else had never seen this. As a matter of fact, I'd never seen it. I'd only heard the old school crooks talking about it. And so yeah, boof. First door comes off, and I'm running, knowing damn well that the cops are going to come running in. Yeah, and I've just gone boof. Next door off. Boof. Next door off. Boof. Next door off. Run around because there's only one cell on the other side in these particular cells, and then boof, got the last door off. And all the boys are standing there going, what the fuck, bro? I wouldn't have fucking played this game if I had known this is how it was. I go, I fucking told yous that shit was going to get hectic. And so next thing you know, all the cops can hear is like, so these doors are made out of fucking like 5 centimeter fucking thick, fucking 100% thick steel, right? So when these things come cracking off, when they hit the ground, it sounds like a fucking gun going off, I promise. So these cops are sitting there eating their lunch and donuts and picking their nose and fucking preying on women and stuff. And next thing you know, they hear bang, bang, bang. And I crack all the doors off in that cell block, right? And then when they came in with the riot shields and everything, because they didn't know what was going on in there, they heard all the fucking bangs, and then they're looking through the cameras and they see all the doors on the ground. They're like, what the fuck's going on? And so anyway, when they come running in, I said, I fucking told yous. I fucking told yous I'm not playing this stupid fucking games with you fucking morons. I'm not that person. I told you I'll be on the next fucking escort, and I most definitely was on the next escort, straight to the fucking custody center slot, straight to the fucking map slot, straight to Port Phillip slot. So that's what I did. And I didn't care because I was in prison. You know, this is back before cigarettes were banned, knowing damn well that as soon as I get to prison, it didn't even matter where I landed, the slot, whatever, I was going to get whatever I needed. And yeah. That's what I did. He's Big Mick still in the system. He must have done close to 40 by now. No, bro. If you're talking about, I don't fucking yeah. So you know, this is something, mate. This must have happened over 20 years ago now. So I must have been about 21, 22 when this happened, and yeah, I remember the look of fucking absolute astonishment on these fucking police officers' faces when they came in to see what I had made them for the day. Oi, Tex. I know I said I was going to call you today, bro, but yeah, it's a big day for me. No, I didn't, bro. Bro, how was I was onto that because I knew that was going to be the next thing that you said, bro. It's Cooper's anniversary today, bro. I'm telling you, in my life, being arrested, from the moment you get arrested, there's not one time until the moment you get out of that police station that you don't want to crack on with the cops. But it's the old adage, you know, I fought the law and the law won. Yeah, bro. Oh, look at this. So I'm getting video updates. So as you guys know, Jess is at the Metallica concert right now with her son. Look at this. How cool. No one else is seeing this right now unless you're there. My second favorite Metallica band member. Oh, fucking Cliff Rowe. Who are you on the phone with? Tell me. You've sparked my interest. I love these games. Was it um Tom Cruise? Remember that ad? Oh, Mum's making a roast tonight. Remember the Tom Cruise roast ad? I can't remember the rest of it. That's as much as I remember. I'm fucking semi-retarded. Get out of it. Right, hang on. I knew I should have moved that. All right, backside us in the face-offs. Oh, didn't even hurt. Don't even worry about it. Any horse racing tonight? Yeah. Definitely we'll get down to some horse racing tonight. Biff, check out Upholsterer Australia. He's a legend. All right, I'll do that. Guess who's coming for dinner? That's right, Tom Cruise. I remember. Was your old family of two wheels? Oh. Why are they calling you, bro? Don't, bro. Don't do it. Don't tell me. I don't even lie to me if that's the truth. Lie to me if that's the truth. Yes, I still have moving stuff on the peripheries. It was not, bro. You're telling fibs. Ah. Yeah, bro. James Hetfield used to come to Australia on the quiet and hang drive hot rods and hang out with Little Mick True. Oi, bro, that's a name that I haven't fucking heard in a long time. And yeah, he's been dead for a long time now. That guy. All I'll say is this. I remember when Bishy got shot, bro. Remember when Bishy got shot in Marinda Park? Those were the days. am I going to ACDC? So I went to the so funny story. I was locked up. This was 2009. When I was locked up at the map, you could hear ACDC playing, and then I ended up getting bail. And then one of my mates actually gave me a ticket for the Black Ice Metallica ACDC concert. And so it was so funny because like days before I was listening to it out of my cell at the map, which is like right on the fucking, if you know where it is. No. So not the tattooist, no, not the tattooist. Often you would see. I remember a few times I was in tattoo shops in Dandenong, and people would see that name on the tattoo flasher, and they would say, "That's fucking Little Mick, bro." This is how much this guy was a fucking relic. He was very well known for very mischievous fucking things. Oh, I love hot rods. You know what? I love cars. I just love cars. Yeah, no. I know exactly. I knew exactly who you were talking about. So that little Mick from the bike club world is also a very famous tattooist, right? So that is the same little Mick that people always used to get this other little Mick because he was a very fucking famous in that area for doing, like I said, just fucking shit goes. If we got one going round tomorrow, bullshit. What's it called? Tell me now. I'll have to fucking fire the fucking caboose up and get sports bet cracking because I won the other day and I didn't take my money out. Oh, he tattooed you? The Rebels don't exist anymore? No, that's not true, bro. They definitely do, bro. They definitely do. My fist the dynamite, says Brian fucking Con Cannon. I like that. So you've got like fucking mic tests, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, pause every time, to get them all fucking mixed up in this. Yep. So she's at the Metallica concert. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even going to repeat that because I just don't want to. Righto, let's not get a war cracking off in the fucking chat, shall we? Yeah, look, I do know what you're talking about, and I believe you're talking about one state in general. Like the rest of the states go on pretty strong as far as them go. Did I ever come across many war veterans inside? So I did actually. So especially like of later years and my last years of prison, like I found that a lot of veterans were getting mixed up because of PTSD and whatnot in drugs, in the meth scene, in heroin, rah rah rah, and so I seen a lot of them filter through the prison system, which was sad because like when these guys came into prison, they're obviously it's it just used to spin me out. I was like, bro, like fucking, they tell me their stories. I'm like, bro, 18 months ago, you were literally on the front line. Yeah, fucking crazy. Am I still in Victoria? Yes. Yes. Oi, Colin, you bloody legend. Let's not talk about other people's. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Hence why I said, let's not get a war cracking off in the fucking chat. My granddad was a World War II veteran, a POW in Shanghai. He did a few stints inside. Yeah, it was very common because of PTSD, and especially like, there's things that only in recent years that people have decided to talk about. So there are things that just never got spoken about. Plans for channel expansion, travel, etc. All right. So without going into it, as you guys know, I said that when this time had come, today was the day that I finished moving. Well, you guys just seen a heap of my stuff coming through on the background there. But yeah, I said that once I finish moving, that we'll get into getting out there. So I guess my plan is this first. So I've got a few places in Victoria that we're going to go to. Like I said, keep in mind Ross Kemp on Gangs documentary style. That's like, um, obviously that is the closest thing that I can kind of like liken it to. Um, but also, I've got these things that are pop up somethings, yeah, and I'm just going to say that pop up somethings, and so yeah, just crazy the stuff that these pop ups will bring out, and so we're going to be doing that. I believe I'm the first person to be doing that. Um, yeah, and so yeah, a bit of traveling. I've got a few people that have invited me interstate as far as like going to areas that are like, areas that you probably wouldn't hear about and stuff like that, crazy areas, stuff like that. That's my plans, Um, but like I always try and keep everything before I do it to a bare minimum. It doesn't just go with social media too. Like in any type of business world or anything where you're trying to excel, it's always not a smart move to tell everybody what your next move is. Um, yeah, beef in King's Cross would be mad. You know what? You're absolutely right, and I would absolutely love to do that. And so that's probably somewhere that we will go to. But I also thought that there's certain areas in Sydney that you hear about on the news all the time, and you probably couldn't even drive a car through there if you weren't from that area, to be honest. So to be able to get access to these kind of areas is next level. So yeah, I can't wait to bring you all this shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all my secret giving away ins. Where is the hype button? So you can only do hypes when you're on the phone. And so what you do is when you're looking at the video, if you look down, but you can't do a hype on a video like this video. You can only do a hype on, like, you can't do a hype during a premiere or a hype during a live. You can only do on videos that I've posted. But all you do, you know how it says like, like, share, all that shit. And if you like just grab it and drag it across to the left, it's got like so many more options there that a lot of people didn't even know existed. So all you have to do under, like, if you go to the video that I posted on Port Phillip corruption, and if you have a look at that, you'll be able to do that. And if you drag it down where it says you can like, share, save, do all that shit. You know, it's there, and you just drag that little section across, and it moves across, and it gives you like 4 more options that I didn't even know existed. Come up top end. Where you talking, Tim? Talk to me. Talk to me. I love this shit, and I take notes. I love it, and I take notes. Still no sign of the fugitive. No, definitely not. Still no sign of Gus either, if I'm honest, and we're on that fucking tangent. In the 70s and 80s, Biff would have been great at the cross. He's all tourist now. Do you know what? I used to say this. Tex, you fucking legend. I used to say this all the time when I was in that life, that I was definitely born 20 years after my time. I should have been born in 1963. So I was, you know, in my 20s in the 80s. And I reckon, yeah. So, but I'm kind of glad now that that didn't happen, because I probably would have been in jail forever. All right. So Tim's like, come up the top end. Very next comment, you talk too much. All right. So I take it we're not coming up the top end then. Absolutely. Yeah. We've a lot of people in this chat have issues in the past with drugs and whatnot. Biff, have you met Gaz Wright? Biff, he's from Melbourne, changed his life around. So, um, I haven't. I never met Gaz inside, so I'm not going to sit here and say that I had when I hadn't. But um, you know, that can happen too a lot. So, Gaz has definitely done a lot of prison. It's just one of those things where, he was. So the thing was with Gaz is he, after he finished his trial, all that shit, moved on to B rating prison, and I'm never allowed out of maximum security prison after whatever happened at Loddon and whatnot. So. Um, I don't know if I want to come there now, Tim. It's like, hey, bro, pleased to meet you. How are you? Good. Don't talk. Oh, okay. Go to Broome, Western Australia. Like I promise you, that is definitely. So there's a few other places in Western Australia that I would like to go to. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Biff, it's my birthday today. Just turned 23. Love your content. Been watching for a few months now. Oh, yeah, nice. Happy 21st birthday, mate. 23rd, actually, rather. Howdy, Biff. Can I send you information, photos, newspaper clippings for a story of when I had a run in with Jetstar pilot that allegedly murdered the campers in Wonnangata? Do you have an email? Bro, I do have an email. Oi, Gunhead, you absolute legend. And if, like, he would have done it if I didn't ask anyway. Can you chuck that up in the chat there for me, please, legend? If I was on, yeah, it's just hard to do it. So thank you. I appreciate it. We've got the best moderators. Oi, bad boy Bubby, how fucking you can't even, if you tried to tell anybody that's not from Australia about bad boy Bubby, they would actually think that you need to be certified. Do city hatters sell those TV hats? I don't know. I've seen a few people sport them hats though. If I'm honest, over the years, it wasn't just me making people wear them hats. Rightio. So this is my e-mizzle. I don't have the hype feature on my Android mobile phone. So if you don't have the hype feature, it means you need to update your YouTube app. And also, so a lot of people have been asking and saying, I don't get the notification on my phone. So you have to go to your notification settings on your YouTube app and change it from whatever it's on to always. And you will get every single notification, whether I do a post, whether I do a video, whether I'm doing a live. Yeah. Doco podcast is brilliant. Don't go Danny Dyer on it, but yeah. I actually didn't mind that stuff. I used to watch them when I was locked up. Be still. Oh my god. One of the seven wonders of the world. You got great somethings, Flo. And he's talking about his mum when he's talking about these things that are in a female's no situation area. They should make sex pests wear these footy helmets. No, this is what I reckon. I reckon in some states in America they chemically castrate them, right? That's exactly what should be happening. Plus, also, I think that every single one of them should get a fucking bold tattoo on their forehead that says PEDDO. So everyone knows, the guy's out getting a fucking chai latte, and everyone knows that he's a pedo. Pedo. Yeah, a few. Um, Two guns. I was locked up with in the slot for a little bit with two guns. Who else? That's all I can really think of off the top of my head. Yeah, bro, I'm shit with names, but that's legitimately all I can think of off the top of my head. Oh yeah, it doesn't make sense. Make that make sense. How do I send pictures of the bus? So you go to my email address, which is in my YouTube channel page. You go to the channel page section, and then you go to the links section of that channel page, and you'll find my email address, which is I'm pretty sure Gunhead put it up there before. He did. Legend. That's my email. Sarah Island, Tassie, where they send the worst of the worst. Oh, yeah? Well, what happened? Katie's Revenge. Have you seen that before? The video with Robin 210 or Kari or Todd Carr, yeah, that's dropping on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Nah, the burnt ring from the well burn hole, roughly 9-ish. Oh, good times. Are you a gamer? I am. Here's me gaming headphones. I could literally go show you two different Xboxes right now. I think, yeah, me saying I'm a gamer is just enough. Good night, Mumsy. My absolute beautiful mum. MS, what the fuck? Yeah, I've got MS, multiple sclerosis. She's good, man. My mum's good. She's in the chat right now. Someone told me Julian Knight dresses as a woman. Is that true? I don't think so. I've never seen that or heard that even. Yeah. Like, you can hear Julian most of the day because he literally punches a boxing bag for 90% of every single day. Live stream podcast would be awesome. All right, yeah, that's something we can definitely do. Look into 100%. Robin210 is his graph name. It's correct. Correct. Are Australian footballers throwing games for the mafia, same as American basketballers? Nah. I mean, look, I can't say that for certain, but yeah, I can't say that I've heard anything about that. Sarah Island is where they sent convicts who were twice convicted for not performing work duties correctly after receiving ticket of leave to work in farms in prison or just completely refused to work. I legit still feel rude saying her first name, not Mrs. something. Or can you remember? Can you remember what my mum used to say when all of you used to say that to her? She would be like, "Don't call me that." My dad, if you said that to my dad, he'd be like, "My dad is Mr. Hughes." Some NRL players did get done, I think. Oh, bullshit. Well, there you go. Yeah. Daniel dressed as a woman and then changed back. Yeah. Oh, don't even get me fucking started. Yeah, so I haven't heard from the profiler in like probably over 2 months, to be honest. Oi, JTFOH, get the fuck out of here. Legend. Any news about little boy Gus that's missing? Nah, bro. So nothing. Nothing. Like, and I think like they're not going to be like pursuing it any further once they done the dredging of the big dam. That I just don't understand it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it when these people are paid to do that, that you wouldn't do that. I don't get why they would say, oh, yeah, enough is enough, you know? Yeah, true. Hence the nerves, bro. Yeah, my dad, I get it, bro. Yeah, I haven't heard boo from her in a long time. What vibes you get off that case? You talking about the Gus Lamont case? Very suspect Amundo it's just suspect as blind Freddy can see how suspect that whole situation is. And it would be interesting to see, like, I was actually surprised to learn that people on farms in South Australia, Western Australia can have pump action shotguns. Also, a lot of people are seeming to think that their grandfather, after pulling the gun out on Johnny Cabray, whatever her name, I think that's her real name. I've been saying her name fake for so long. I say it that all the time now. That he's not even going to get in any trouble for that. I don't. Yeah. I swear, I love the roast beef and roast pork and roast chicken and gravy rolls, but there's when you've got like gaps in your teeth, like the sesame seeds get stuck in your teeth. I don't like that. The Gus situation has South Australia written all over it. So I guess, if anyone's been doing any like digging on that case, that there's a lot of speak about the family. Now, I don't know if you guys know who the family is referring to when they say that. I'm not going to say it, but people in the chat will. Um, well, yeah, I'm not even going to say that, but a lot of people were saying that that's what kind of way it was heading anyway. Yeah. Nikitas is Tazoo Michael Zarafa fight. Yeah. Yeah, that it is a bloke. So Gus's grandmother was born a man. So Gus's grandmother, who was who left Gus outside to play, was born a man. I've got to be careful what I say. I can't tell the chat what to say and stuff, but I've got to be careful what I say. But it's a fact. That guy was born a man. Yeah, that's a bloody shame, man. I don't even know how it goes. I don't know. You can if you have a license and live on a farm. Yeah, see what? No, 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 no. Yeah, if you have to live on a farm, so like in Victoria, doesn't it? Like you cannot be a general category firearms owner or holder and have one of those firearms. I promise you that it's just not how it goes. They had to get all handed in unless you were a farmer in Victoria. But I'm even pretty sure that somewhere in the early 2000s that all those things were banned, and then they brought out that lever action shotgun. I don't know if any of you guys seen that. And that was the new best thing for farmers, this lever action 6-shot shotgun. And then they banned those in Victoria too. Yeah, the snake was bullshit. I think it wanted to show. Yeah, look, yeah. I know. How good was that? And he would have been shattered. He didn't get to fucking put the lippy on and all that bullshit and a fucking boob tube, some fucking knee high socks and some booty shorts and all that stuff. Oh, you bloody legend! GTFOH, get the fuck out of here! Damn. No, I bet your dad actually did have a lot because your dad was a gold medalist shooter. But even on a farm, no one uses a gun to get rid of snakes, especially at the front veranda. 100%. And like you can't wave a gun in a fucking snake's face and say, "Get out of here. Get out of here. This is a loaded firearm. And if you don't leave, I'm gonna fucking decapitate ya." No. The snakes don't understand that. They need the douche. So why didn't you douche? Fishnet stockings and stilettos. Hadley and Smith got questioned by New South Wales police. Skeet shooting with Pop and my uncle was out the farm as a kid was sick. Oi, the Port Arthur fucking, yeah. Pre the Port Arthur things, guns were like, yeah, I don't know. I can remember only good times with firearms as a kid. I know that sounds crazy, but like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so I knew a lot of people that made all their own as well. Your dad had a gun that was an elephant? Sorry, had to say that. Bro, was it like a blunderbuss? Did it have was it like a trumpet ended gun, like a blunderbuss they call them, I think? Port Arthur. Oh, look, 100%. That's exactly what it was. Desi's in Tranmere. Where's Tranmere? Tranmere. I've got my childhood slingshot. Oh, bullshit. Yeah, they were a big part of my childhood too. I literally used to think that I was Bart Simpson. I always had one hanging out of my pocket. Shane Macker says, I'm thinking about becoming a screw. Thoughts? All right. So, in straight up honesty, I guess I would ask you, for what reason are you doing that job? And so, unless you want to help prisoners like in a serious type of way, and it's just a money job for you, don't do it. Because I promise you, you are going to be pushed to every single one of your extremes, and especially if you come up with someone like me, and you're going to rock in a lot of people, because all the other screws, when they start a job, right, they're going to tell you have to fucking don't show any weakness and don't fucking back down, right? So a lot of them come in with a chip on their shoulder and think that they have to talk to you like a piece of shit and fucking say all this shit to you, and don't realize that 90% of crooks in maximum security prison will fucking punch on with a screw, no problem, and not even think twice about it. It's just one of those things. So yeah, I would say that if you're doing that job because you know how much the prison system sucks and how much help the prisoners don't actually get in prison, well then yeah, I would say yeah, do that. But if you're just doing it for money, I wouldn't do it, because like I promise you, you are going to get tested in ways you've never been tested before. Damn, the chat is like fucking going so fast. So I like go to read a comment, and then I was like, all right, I'll scroll back down. It's like going for. I was like, holy shit. I'm a security guard, but would have known and been friends with half the people inside. Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong. Like, people have their intentions are pure why they want to be a screw, and that's why I would say, like, all right, if you're in there to help, awesome. You know what I mean? Oh, 100%. A ball bearing. So I'll tell you something, right? So if you guys know how fucking thick those bus stop windows are, they're pretty thick and they're like plastic steel, whatever it's called. And so I promise you, a skittle, a skittle goes through a fucking a bus stop. And the reason we knew that Skittles went through is because we tried a Mentos, and Mentos went straight through. So we were like, oh, I wonder if Skittles go through. Yeah, true story. Don't do it. You don't want to be classed as a turnkey and hope you like being called a boss, a screw, a rat, scum, spat on, not to even forget about shit thrown at you. Oh yeah. So this is a real thing as well. If you guys don't know what a Glock dookie is, which is only what it's been called in very recent years, but it can be called a shit bomb, right? And so that is when you fill up an empty milk container full of feces and you literally jump on it in front of the screw, and that will go over anything that is within a fucking 10-meter radius behind that milk bottle. I promise you, it fucking puts on a fucking Michelangelo exhibit all over fucking the walls everywhere. So, and that's a reality. What happens to screws a lot? They get like pooed on a lot. Yeah, they get pooed on a lot. Why did she leave Gus outside if she had a gun for snakes on the veranda? Samantha Button, that is the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone say today. Yep, exactly. Exactly. If you were so scared of snakes, what a fucking good point you just made. If you were so scared of snakes, why did you have your son 150 meters away from the house out the back playing in the dirt with the grass? Nah. Yeah, nah. Fucking granddad, ma, nan, dude. Fucking suspect. The real shitstorm, yeah. So yeah, bronzing up kinda is same thing. So bronzing up is when you do that, but you rub it all over yourself and then you go and fight the screws. That's what bronzing up is. It's basically like a poo body armor to fight the screws with or police. The dark side of being a screw, 100%. And that's the reality too. That's the reality too. And like we were sitting here last night talking about, so one of the legends from the chat actually used to live with Paul O'Sullivan, which is, his stories all over YouTube. He was an ex-Port Phillips screw, and as a matter of fact, one of the only people as far as screws go that you hear me say that also had my respect, right? So you'll hear me say all the time that, oh yeah, he was considered a good screw, but I'll say he's paddable, right? Which means you're still a dog, but you're paddable. You know what I mean? And yeah, he was a real one. And like I said, he had his throat cut from fucking ear to ear almost too. Like it was a legitimate fucking whooshka. See you later. Thank your mother for the rabbits. And yeah, and he literally spent 2 weeks in hospital and came back straight to work. True story. Oi, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've done a little bit of bronzing, two different occasions actually. the first time was at the Benalla police station, and I've got charges that actually corroborate with this story. I know a lot of people like telling stories of receipts, but anyway, um, yeah, the first time I was literally so what happened that day was so I was that drunk and the police came to lock me up, but I was in a very small town around Benalla, and they only have one police officer there, so they only came with one police officer. And I was that drunk. I just got up and wanted to fight the guy, and like, yeah, I smashed the guy's headlight, and then he drove off. And I actually was sitting there and I was like, yeah, that's how you do it. And all my mates are going, like, mate, if you think that you just won that battle, no, mate, that's not how. And then, yeah, the cops came back and fucked me up. And they put handcuffs on my ankles and handcuffs on my feet. And, I shouldn't have fucking smashed the police car light, whatever. Um, but yeah, I was young and fucking dumb and fucking full of rum. And yeah, and then when we got back to the police station, they literally threw me into the cell while my hands were fucking handcuffed to my ankles. So I had three sets of handcuffs on, right? Handcuffs on my wrists, handcuffs on my ankles, and handcuffs connecting my ankles to my wrists behind my back, hog tying me with handcuffs. And so they just threw me into the fucking cell. And like I literally, boof, like nearly knocked myself out against the bed and made me spin off and do a 360 thing. And then they were coming in like every half an hour and giving me a fucking kicking while I had my hands hogtied behind my back with handcuffs on. And I'm sitting there going like, this is fucked, this hurts. But all I'm thinking in my head, like I'm so drunk, right? And all I'm thinking is, as soon as I get these handcuffs off and one of you motherfuckers comes near me, watch what happens. And so I was just thinking that. And so they took the handcuffs off and fully just quickly ran out of the room. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You guys came for the real stuff. And so, yeah, I literally done a poo in the middle of the cell, put the war paint on and waited for them to come in, threw the toilet paper all over the fucking camera, so they had no idea what I was doing. Put toilet paper all over the little window in the door. And yeah, when they came in, they were expecting to give me a fucking kicking again. But no, I was adorned in my war fucking paint and I was ready to go. And as soon as they seen that I was like had my fucking blackface suit on, yeah, they didn't want to play ball anymore. Like that as a matter of fact, their game face left their face instantly as soon as they realized that I was covered in a fucking a ladybird. You know, might have been some corn on it or peanuts, I don't know. But just saying. Oi, it rains in the little yard. Oi, how fucked up is it? Especially at fucking Benalla Police Station. It is the only police station I've ever been in where they don't have a fucking roof. I remember the first time I got locked up, I was like, bro, no one told me about this shit. No one told me that I'd be sitting here in the middle of the fucking day in pouring down rain in a fucking police cell that has no roof on it. Just a cage. No roof. There's no and you're locked out of that cell too, so you can't get back in there. You've got to like kick it around that yard where it's pissing down with rain. Fuck. Good times. Did I ever make a brew in prison? Oh, you missed my story last night, but yeah, I did. I made a brew in prison, and so we made it that strong that it actually nearly killed one of my mates when he drank it because he had ethanol poisoning. So if anyone's ever made home brew at home, like spirits and stuff like that, you've got to burn the fucking ethanol off and do all this stuff. Well, obviously you can't do that shit in fucking prison. You're not making fucking spirits with a fucking dripper and like every fucking 10 seconds it's dropping a drip out of a copper pipe into a copper bucket. Nah, it's not how it happens. A lot of the time it's getting made in your toilet. In a bag in your toilet, that is. That is fucked. It got knocked down this year. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, bro. It was a hectic police station, man. Like back in its day, I promise you. And there are a number of different police officers. I can think of two different police officers that are no longer police officers anymore. But mind you, they still got paid. That are on suspicion of multiple murders. And they were, as a matter of fact, the first time I was assaulted off a police officer was by the same fucking police officer from Benalla who lost his job for allegedly taking the lives of two different people. They actually found these two bodies in a mine shaft on his body, on his property. And how he got away with it still today is fucking beyond me. Sam, you bloody legend. Gives piss a different meaning. It does. It does. Um, yeah, that was a different. So I can remember at times because it had no roof on it. That at like 4 o'clock in the morning, my girlfriend would come and she would like talk to me and see if any cops are gonna come out and see her there. And then next thing you know, like it'd be raining like things through the fucking. I'd be like, yeah, fuck yous and your no roof. Watch what I do. Watch how I use this no roof to my advantage and your stupid cage. So yeah, every so often a few parcels would come over. Yep. This one time, true story, my brother got caught in court getting a parcel given to him by his girlfriend, right? So in court, literally caught red handed. And so they take him. So he was in prison at this time, yeah? So you don't get parcels passed to you in fucking court unless you're in jail, yeah? So they've arrested him straight away and taken him into the police station to ask him about what had just gone on, right? So they've put him in the cells, which is where you've got to sit when you've come from Port Phillip or whatever fucking jail you've come from. And so my brothers walked into there and the police officers are sitting there and they start saying, so what do you want to tell us about this, Mr. Hughes? And went like this and put the fucking parcel that they collected in the middle of the interview table. My brother just went dunk, dunk, and stuck it straight in his mouth, swallowed it. That's it. It doesn't matter. Even they can say, right, so unless you've got bulk parcels in your stomach, they can x-ray you, they can do all this shit. They ain't finding it if you've got one parcel. And yeah, my brother got it back. It was so funny because the police interview, I remember it like, and because the police interviews right, you're talking to the police, the interview cameras here, right? So all you see is my brother's hand go, "Dunk, dunk." What? See you later. Boosh. My liver would have said, catch up. Oi, good times, good times. I've had some funny times at that police station, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Joe, that's it. 83, you were in Parramatta? Damn. Give these videos some high points too. Thank you, Texan. I'm just gonna bang that subscribe button, not drugs. That's it. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Cheers, biggies. And up the bum, no babies. Fuck, I just said that, didn't I? You know when sometimes like that time it happened when I was 3/4 of the way through it, I was like, yep, you just fucking said that, didn't you? That's this like I don't even know what you call it. It's like some kind of fucking ADHD fucking Tourette's or something. Big Biff, let's try it tomorrow. Give me a call too. Oi, bro, No, I don't need it. Write it down, bro. I promise you, I had every intention of calling you today. But yeah, like I said, it's fucking Cooper's anniversary, and it's been a day, bro. Let's just put it that way. I may have given you a shout out on my page too, Biff, tonight. Oh, legend, mate. You can do that, bro. We're all friends here. The ex police who they suspect killed his sister in law. That is the correct one, yes. So, as a matter of fact, the first time I was assaulted by a police officer was straight after the first time I assaulted a police officer. So, it was pretty much called for. But anyway, I remember I was 16. I wasn't allowed to be behind in the police cells without a parent or a fucking solicitor there. And I remember I still had handcuffs on. As soon as I walked through the door, this certain cop just went bang and grabbed my head and smashed it straight into the desk and fucking broke my nose. Look at my nose. My nose has been busted up a few times. And so, um, yeah, it was my first ever assault police charge, but I actually got assaulted by the police on that night too, and they busted my nose up hard. But true story. So this is a true story. So my mum, I know she left. So but that night I was only 16 years old, right? So my best friend had come down to Benalla from Melbourne, from Cranbourne actually. And so he didn't get locked up, but I got locked up. And so he's literally ran to tell my dad that I've been locked up and these cops are bashing me. And I remember literally like standing there while they were still like fucking checking all my pockets and all that fucking shit after they just busted my nose. And then my dad just comes bellowing through that door like as if he was a copper. And I just thought it was another cop come and run through to punch me in the face because I punched a cop in the face. And it was my dad. It was my fucking dad. My dad just come barreling through that door and he's like, get them fucking handcuffs off him now. And they were petrified of my dad, yeah, and hence why he was able to get that far in the police station. And yeah, I remember old dad saved the day that night, mate. I was gonna get fucking muffed up big time. True story, very embarrassing. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, if it's not to your liking, bullies with a badge, they definitely are. Educated people don't have ADD or Tourette's and that biff. Well, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 8 years old, and yeah, I believe a lot of people with ADHD have some kind of um, and yeah, like I'm not one of these people who thinks that it's not a thing, because you might have been brought up in a different time or whatever. It's definitely a real thing. I promise you. Let's get a thumbs up. How many people in the chat have got fucking a actual diagnosis of ADD or ADHD? This is going to blow your mind, mate. Remember those cops in Ballarat who beat up a lady who turned out to be a sergeant? Yes, I do. I do remember that. Oh, that's so funny, bro. Oi, that's funny because that was literally the last fucking text I sent to your ma, bro. Like I know it's hard taking time out of your incestuous ways to come on here and be a troll, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Tanner. That's yeah. Yeah, I think that children shouldn't be medicated. Yeah, I don't agree with the medication side of it. I'm lucky that my fucking mum never made me take that shit. Or you can someone fucking oh 60 seconds Africa. 60 seconds Africa. Oi, seriously, put the lollies down and step away from the pram. Oi, 60 seconds Africa literally got locked up last time because they found his fingerprints on the monkey bars. True story. Are you ambidextrous at all? Changes to your thought pattern too, I'm told. A little bit. Yeah. No. Serious, man. Oh. No, but like, let's get off the subject of mums because I just got off yours. You know what I'm saying, champ? Where'd you go, champ? ADHD meds are bad enough, but these doctors that give kids, oh yeah, that's a whole different fucking level of fucked up, mate. Agreed. It's a proven scientific fact that all trolls um, believe that incest is like Monopoly. They think it's a game the whole family can play. So 60 seconds in Africa, probably a good chance that once he put the lollies down and stepped away from the pram and they took his fingerprints off the monkey bars, that he was dipping into his sister. None of our meds work, they just giving us more drugs. Look, I would have to disagree. Yeah, I used to think that myself, and I used to think that drugs are only created medications to get people high, and but until I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and it made me realize that I actually needed medication, and then I realized how much that medication actually helps me. Yeah, there's no two ways about it, and um, this medication is only for MS, so. How many people were born after 2000? Me. Nah. I know a few of my old friends somehow bodged their ADHD just to get Dexies. 100%. That was something that fucking happened. Um, I, I had to fucking had to exit him out. He's in the sin bin. What do you think about COVID, clot shots, and BS lockdowns during the pandemic? So, um, I I was quite willing to fucking do prison time over not getting my vaccination. When they threatened me with prison time over no vaccination, I was like, "You idiots!" Like fucking seriously. Like, how long are you going to give me for not taking my COVID vaccination? In all seriousness, and yeah. What the fuck is going on? Just got an alert by another person in the chat. What do you mean? Oh yeah, there was someone fucking 60 seconds from fucking his sister. Was being funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unvax still don't snitch. If ice makes you calm, you probably got undiagnosed ADHD. That's something that I learned long before ice was about, when speed was a thing back in the day. Um, Quite fucking weird, actually. No, so Tex is saying. So if you guys didn't realize what that guy was saying in the chat, he was saying horrible stuff about my mum, and yeah, I was until he said something about my mum, I was kind of like playing with my food a little bit. But when he brought my mum into it, I was like, yeah, righto, you're in the sin bin, dickhead. Yeah, so fucking 60 seconds from fucking Cardinal Pell was just in here fucking going hard. Like a fucking, he was like hard as a Roman sandal, he was saying. Ice ruined every world, if you ask me. Um, the world's never been the same since 2008. Shabu. Shabuzi. I think you might have ADD, not ADHD. It's classed as the same thing but different. Yeah, so like I'm actually pretty contained. Actually, so when I'm on live, but if you know me in person, you will definitely know that I have a fucking hyperactivity to my ADDness, and yeah, it just is what it is. Douche Bluetooth at homie. Plays out. Gotta be a hard day for you. You're a legend, bro. So glad I stumbled across your stream. Thank you, legend. And like, yeah, it was a hard day for me. So I had to get so we stopped streaming at like fucking quarter past three, 20 past three or something like that after 6 hours, 6 hours and 15 minutes or something. Um, and then I was about to post the stream, and then believe it or not, I actually got a warning for fucking putting that fucking Blue Healers episode in my video. I'd done it the night before. I don't understand why they done it on this one and not on that one. But it's the music more that people don't understand. So it's the music, the soundtrack of that video that's getting you fucking copyrighted. It's very hard for people to copyright a video without sound, if that makes sense, you know? I don't know. I don't know, Luke. Some don't have any of the hyperactive symptoms. Yeah, so like I'm bad. Like I'm actually like a lot better than I used to be when I was younger, but like so I was like I used to get in so much fucking trouble because like people would like just feed their vibes into me, and then like I would like feed off people's energy, and then I was the class clown, and yeah, like things just fucking got out of hand real quick when I was unmedicated. Boo Blue Healers copyright. Yeah. So I actually had to stay up and edit that part out of the video, which was only like fucking 8 minutes out of a six fucking hour video. And so anyway, after I took that 8 minutes out, it was like still over 6 hours anyway. So I was so shattered when I knew I had to take 8 minutes out, because I was like, fuck, how far over 6 hours did I go? Country Practice, true. They didn't say anything. I don't get it. It's because the video of the Blue Healers is a YouTube video, but the Country Practice one is a 7+ video. And I don't get it. I don't understand how Channel 7 wouldn't like throw a copyright fucking swing ball at me and I'd fucking duck it and fucking parry and fucking, yeah. I fractured my skull as a child and was running around the waiting room at the hospital. Apparently, yeah, I was the same as well. I was one of those kids that like I would not. It would not matter. So like it would not matter. I would not cry, and especially if my older brother and sister were there. If you're a younger child, you understand this. I was like, mate, I am not for 1 second letting my older brother and sister fucking see me cry. And yeah. What's actually funny is it like it wouldn't even matter. Like that I would have no leg to stand on at the end of the day. I might have been in that TV show, but I don't own the rights to that TV show. So and that's what they would have came at me with. That's why you never ever fucking like challenge these copyrights and stuff because they'll come at you. Don't worry. But if you don't do copyright stuff, you don't get copyright things. But I honestly didn't think that I was going to get a copyright for doing a reaction style video. But it wasn't a reaction style video, was it? Because it was just me playing the video, but it didn't have my camera in the corner. So the camera was actually down there, but not on the screen. So it wasn't a reaction style video. So it was my mistake. My baby brother is the youngest too. Nice. I got hit in the head with a trap machine. Damn. Oh, bullshit. Like the boof. Bullshit. I remember, you might remember this dude. I won't say his last name, but from our high school, Marcus, and he got his dad was from Devon Meadows, and they raced fucking greyhounds, and he's a fuckhead, this guy too, actually, and so he was standing beside the fucking chutes of the greyhounds, and where that little fluffy bunny thing comes out, he was actually standing right over that, and it went bang and hit him in the fucking jaw and dislocated and fucking shattered his jaw. Tex, you actually probably know about this, actually. You probably know the fucking people. And yeah, so this guy after that, his jaw, he had like, you know, like some dogs have like an underbite or an overbite. He had like an overbite. It was crazy. Have I ever been done for armed robbery? So I haven't. So I've been quizzed by St Kilda Road Armed Robbery Squad on a number of occasions. But yeah, I've only ever been fucking charged for serious violent offences. So, you know, like just fucking, yeah. So, but I have been investigated over a few armed robberies that never came to fruition. But that's it. Mark Carlson or Karl Markson? Oh shit. I might be short, but I'm your older brother, Big Biff, and never steer you wrong. I know, bro. I have never said anything about your height, my bro. And you are my big bro, and that's that. I'm so dumb, Tex. I wasn't sure if you were Biff's real brother or bro, mate, brother. Where do you think? Like, do you think now Do you think that Tex is my real brother or my friend brother? Is Tex my real brother or my friend brother? Damn. What, from getting hit with that fucking thing? That's crazy. Oh, what? It actually hit you in the fucking head. Damn. My partner got charged with that when he was 13. Someone said his iPod was a gun. I was suspended on that sort for years until one day cop showed up with his property, no kidding, a phone and iPod. Damn. Yeah, so the first two times I got firearms charges, they weren't even with real firearms, but I got real firearms charges because they looked real. Um, so yeah, that story that I told on about where I pulled the gun on the postie out the front of my high school, Lyndhurst Secondary College. I got the whole Marinda Park lockdown. Actually, I was only fucking 13 years old, 14, 15. And then, yeah, after that happened, like literally weeks later, we all went back to Dandenong Market and bought those same fucking pellet guns again. And then the fucking SOG was called at us at the Dandenong fucking train station. So they waited for us all to get in the elevator at the Dandenong train station. And then they locked us in the elevator midway. So we're halfway down and we couldn't get out. And we're watching the SWAT team rock up. And we're like, had like prime position at the Dandenong station. We're like, whoa, look at this shit. Fuck, we've got the best spot in the fucking joint. Yeah, they were there for us. And every single one of us got charged with possession of a firearms charge. The SOG came. Yeah, it was pretty full on. I got an old school cap gun that would be similar. Yeah, man. Any gun, so any gun, because of the way the law is, it's been like this for like 20 years. But if it doesn't have one of those little orange caps on the end of a gun, it is considered a real gun. And so any police officer in this country is well within their rights to shoot you in the face if you have one of those guns and don't have an orange cap on it. Like, I probably went a little bit overboard then, but like, it is what it is. Like, cops will shoot you in the face. Who can remember the old jokes that used to get around before memes were a thing, and about the Victoria Police, how they used to be like, douche, freeze, shoot first, say freeze later. I'm about to play Cypress Hill. Oh, pick it, pack it, fire it up, come along, and play the movie Cheech Chong. Hold up a servo with a toy gun and you'll be charged with armed robbery. Exactly, 100%. So I don't know if you guys know how armed robbery works, but if you rob someone and you have anything in your hand, it doesn't matter if it's a cigarette lighter, it can be anything, a phone. If you are holding something in your hand, that is seen as armed robbery. And I've literally seen someone get charged with armed robbery and do 5 years over that, and had a lighter in their hand, a big lighter, and was charged with armed robbery, because it doesn't matter what you have in your hand. If you have something connected to your hand and you're in a violent manner, guess what? That's a weapon. Demotivational pictures? What's demotivational pictures? George Freeman, Lenny McPherson. What about them old gazoots? It's intimidation, imitation, and threat. Correct. I got charged at 13 for armed robbery for having a push bike helmet in my hand and done 3 years Parkville. Well, there you go. That's a true story. So it doesn't matter if you are in a violent confrontation with somebody and something has been taken off that person. So it doesn't even matter. You can take someone's hat off someone's head and you've got a lighter in your hand, and that's armed robbery. And you're going to be doing like old mate just said there, Matty Duncan, is all you are going to get is like you are going to get 3 years for that. Gazoots. I know. Like, you know, old people. I can't help it. Oh. It's so yuck without frozen water in it. I got held up with a needle with blood in it. I stood my ground, still said he had AIDS. Fuck, bro. You know, bro, that is one of the most putridest fucking crimes that you can do, which is funny because, like, I heard someone say recently, I just done this armed robbery. It wasn't a needle one. I was like, why are you saying that then? But yeah, that is the most putrid thing. So people do this, right? They fill needles full of blood and they go and do like armed robberies on service stations and they pull the needle on the people and they say, this is full of AIDS. Give me all your fucking money. And they think they're gangster as, and then they get to like maximum security like Port Phillip, which everyone kind of got to go to. It's a transit prison. So, and yeah, then they're getting stamped off the yard. Head first to the doctor, doing fucking 180, doing the moonwalk. So, Michael Mikhail, I was taking the piss, only joking, bro. Serious question. Can police arrest you on suspicion alone without proof of communicating an offence? Of proof of committing an offence. So let me tell you something now, right? So every single police officer has what this thing it's called. What's it called again? So they can basically say whatever they want, and their word is evidence. Yeah, until they get to the committal mention fucking proceedings. But from the arrest point, for fucking 6 to 8 months, those police can say whatever they want and don't have to give any evidence. So they can arrest you and say that they believe that you were trafficking firearms, trafficking drugs, fucking shooting people. They can say whatever they want and they don't have to prove it. You know why? Because they are a sworn officer of the law and they wouldn't lie in a court. Fucking dicks. I'll tell you something, right? I went for bail once and the cops turned around and they thought that my mum wasn't. So I'm telling you, I would tell my mum all the time, Mum, don't come to court, please. I don't want to fucking embarrass you, rah, rah, rah. My mum would come to every single court case. I wouldn't even have to, like, it just wouldn't matter. My mum would be there, rain, hail, or shine without fail, yeah? My number one supporter always. On this one day, I look at this cop. Now he's going, now, Your Honour, and I see him go like this, right? He swings around from the dock and he has a look in the court and I see him. Like, I'm thinking, what is this guy looking for? And it was really weird because I remember I was sitting there going, what is he doing? And he's like, Your Honour, I believe that you shouldn't give Mr. Hughes bail today to his mother's joint because I have it on good authority that Mrs. Hughes is scared of her son. And I was like, what? You fucking dog? What? And my mum, right? So I'm sitting there in the fucking, like, the little bit where people in prison fucking are. I'm going for bail. And so, like, these cops have said that don't give him bail to his mum's house. His mum will say yes because she's scared of him, right? Mate, my mum, fucking God bless her cotton socks, jumped straight up like fucking dead set like she was about to do a fucking Eddie Mercury solo and was fucking dancing and jumping and going, Your Honour, Your Honour. And like you could see that like shit like this happens in court all the time. And like so the judge is kind of like ignoring my mum in case she's like some psycho off the street. She's like, Your Honour, I am his mother, and I'm telling you. And I was like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, you can say anything you want about me, but like, yeah, as you guys know, you start bringing my mum into it and stuff, females in my life, like, you know what I mean? I'll go like this. Oi, bro, like, seriously, oi, can you see what I done to my fucking hand there? And I'll go like that, and then I'll go bang. Just saying. Legit, that was cops evidence in the area. You know what? I know exactly what you're talking about, and I don't even have to fucking go back up. And they said he was in the area, therefore. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I don't know. I don't know, right? And so I've never been like I've always like been very open and susceptible to the unknown, right? And so like conspiracy theories and stuff like that of something that's only very fucking new to me. Um, but I think it's very hard in 2025 not to buy into this fucking the very sus shit that's going on with the Desi Freeman case, and very fucking closely behind that, the sus shit that's going on with Gus Lamont, the poor young boy that's been missing. Um, it's undeniable. You can't fucking sit there and say, excuse me, but you can't just, yeah. Ryan, you bloody legend. All right, cuz. Boof. Tell your family or fucking said g'day and all that jazz. It was actually cool the other night watching you and my mum chat, bro. And my mum was like saying, like, oh, my fucking dad drove a tow truck, bro. And you were like, my dad drove a tow truck. And yeah, fucking cool, bro. Bro, the Springvale CIB tricked my mum about money. If I got asked if just say my old boy's rich, sorry about it. Oi, 100%. Oi, Marcus. I remember, right, because as you know, right, well, I grew up in fucking Marinda Park, which was a lot different than a lot of fucking areas around Cranbourne at the time. Anyway, and yeah, I remember as a youngster, bro. I remember like so Marcus is like my brother's friend, right? My oldest sibling's friend, and so I remember because your dad you were living with the richest person in the world, bro. You and your dad lived with the Sultan of Brunei. And I remember when you guys fucking moved there. And I was like, fuck, bro, that's crazy. Like, um, yeah, bro. Yeah, like we come from a different fucking so as a kid, you don't understand the level of stuff. And I remember as a kid I was like, oh holy fuck, like imagine that. Imagine imagine like sure. I was about to go on a tangent then. I was about to go, imagine having a fucking, but it would have sounded like I was having a go at like, because you had a mad dad. Um, you know, I'm not saying I didn't have a mad dad, right? I love my dad, but like it's a love hate relationship. You know what I mean? True, you know, and I haven't spoken to my dad until this year. I hadn't spoken to my dad in 20 years. Last time I spoke to my dad, I broke his jaw. Other than this year when my dad's come back on the scene. But last time I spoke to my dad, I was busting him up because I was like, I got to a point where I wasn't scared of him anymore. And I was like, it just is what it is. And it is what it is. And he said some horrible things. And yeah, I lost it that day. And I was like, you know what? I'm not getting bashed today, Dad. You are. What is that noise? Did you guys hear that? I have no idea what that noise was coming from my PC then. Like, if my fucking office was on a wall, I'd be like, that literally sound like someone was trying to fucking dig in my house. I don't even know how to explain what that sound was like. It sounded like metal scraping along concrete. Biff. So fuck. So I actually can't do it. So I can't do it because Tex, you're right, bro. You go to sleep, man. I've got it under control. So I know like it might have looked like that I didn't see what that guy was saying. I seen everything he was saying. I was just like fucking making him feel his own trollness, letting him, um the best thing about 60 days from Africa is like the first comment I seen him say was like, "Oh, bro, my sister's pregnant. I'm gonna be a father," and expecting everyone to cheer. No one cheered, bro. Boy, incestuous ways, and incest is not like I know a lot of people think that incest is the game of Twister, but bro, it's not like Monopoly. You can't just fucking like peg your sister like that. It's disgusting. It's actually so in Mexico, it's illegal to fucking give your cat a cigar. True story. If you guys think that I'm talking shit there, you can Google that. In Mexico, is it illegal to give your cat a cigar? True story. That is against the law to give your cat a cigar. Which makes you think how many people were giving their fucking cats a fucking mad cigar that they had to fucking sit there one night and go, righto. Ladies and gentlemen of the fucking government, I think we've got a very, very important fucking topic to talk about tonight. I don't think we should give our cats cigars. Now, I know you're thinking that I'm probably like, but ladies and gentlemen, it should be against the law to give your cat a cigar. And so Mexico were like, you know what? That sounds crazy, but I don't think you should give a cat a cigar. And if Mr. Binks, the cat, was here, they would be like, yep, that is definitely, you shouldn't give your cat a cigar. COVID clot shots cause turbo cancers. Correct. Oh, yeah, and Gunhead's here too. So the next live I do, which will probably be tomorrow night, I can't help it. But so the next live I do, I'll do straight from YouTube. I know you guys are thinking I am watching this on YouTube, you dickhead. But I'm actually streaming this from Restream and fucking anyway. I'll do it all from YouTube, so then that way I can make people my mods. I've got 2 people that I'm going to be making my new mods. I think you both know who you are. If that's true, then me and my dog are Cuban tomorrow. Let's go. Oh, Binks is here. Yeah. And see, it's just straight up respect. I was like, if Mr. Binks was here, they'd be saying you can't give your cat a cigar. Baby, what you wishing for? Zeus, you're a big tough dog, aren't you? I know. You're a big toughie, aren't you? I know. I love you too. You're an awesome dog. What? What? Les and Brian Kane. What about him? Les was dobbing on people and Brian was a fucking real one. Is that what you wanted to know? I don't know. Sometimes I say stuff about them that pisses people off, but like I don't say anything that isn't the truth. Les was a snitch. Brian was a fucking real one. Too deep and beyond my brain. True? I actually believe you started the deepness with your comment, Chrome. Oh, your fucking leg ends. I love it. The fucking leg ends. Oi, the 90s guy, mad dude. What's going on? Oi, you fucking leg ends. I love it. So he's calling you legends. He's not calling you feet, which are your legends. Zeus, stop doing that because it actually sounds like you're having a bat in a closet. Stop it. I was actually joking, bro. You don't. What? I swear you understand every word I'm saying. You literally stopped as soon as I said that. You're like, I'm not having a bat in the closet, Dad. I'm talking to my dog, not my child, by the way. So there are a couple of people text you fucking legend. Sorry, you absolute bloody legend with your 7,000 horses. Thank you, legend. Shoot, John Regan. Chase Argus has came in just fucking like fucking full fucking spam name dropping all the fucking big names in New South Wales, fucking 1980s to 90s, low 2000s crime fucking patriarchs. Whoa. Cass Connells, if you need another mod, I can tell you who I think is a good fit. Well, do you know what? I promise you, over the last couple of lives, you'll know because you've been here that there's been a couple of names that suggested. So I take notice of what's going on, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Can dogs still smoke cigars in Mexico? Whoa, bro. Why did you have to twist it up to a why are twisties twisted? How many holes in a crumpet? Type question. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know. Like, just call me Mifsid Buhan. Anyway, it's fucking one frothy Wednesdays. But when your frothy's that fucking big, just saying. The Kane daughters married the Moran. Correct. So Les Kane's daughter married Jason Moran, which is quite sad for Les Kane's daughter because she was actually in the house when her dad was brutally fucking like absolutely machine gunned in his bathroom and then taken in his own car. His kids seen all that, right? And if they didn't see it, the kids heard it. So, and then to literally be a part of that same whole thing again with her husband, Jason Moran, and the way he went out too, like fucking brutal. And like, I'm not even going to go into what people were saying a couple of weeks ago because I don't care. But like, yeah, don't come at me. What the fuck? A twisty's twisted. Mind blower. True? 100%, bro. Why are twisties twisted? How many holes in the crumpet? How was everyone's Wednesday? Mine was fucking long. Oi, Hamish McCourt. Mine too, bro. But lock it in, everyone who's fucking doing Bluetooth. Boof, boof, boof. Yeah, we've got no more. That's it. I would like to say that I'm fully moved into this house now, but that's a lie. I'm fully moved out of the other house. I've got everything in this house. I just haven't got it as I would like. It was just more important for me to set up my so I could do videos and stuff like that first. If you know, you know. But just imagine having Judy as your grandpa, your grandma pa. Oh shit. Oh, you're a dude. Oi, bro, if you're gonna come in here and try and be a troll, at least learn how to spell. Like I can't even spell, and I would have spelled that 3-letter word very simply. But anyway, your housing commission. Oi, no shit, dipshit. Half of the people in this chat would have been or still are housing commission. So whatever. So when you're talking about your fucking bullshit live from your fucking under the Sydney Harbour Bridge, at the end of the day, you're still here at the Chaos Chronicles being a troll. You've got nothing else to do. Beautiful in your life, but you're here on my live. So thank you for being a piece of shit. But once again, I heard one day you were playing Twister with your sister and you fucking tripped over, and then like next thing you know, like that's how your cousin was born. Yeah, I said your cousin. That's right. It's not my fault. True. Oi, oi, imagine coming in here and can't even spell Terry, and then come in and can't even spell a fucking three-letter word. Maybe you should spell that word fucking backwards and take heed of that man. He might be able to help you. Spell dog backwards. God. God. Oh fuck. Give it to the maggot. No, I can't, bro, because he's too busy giving it to his sister. Just saying. Lucky. I wish I was there. Yeah, the Metallica concert would have been sick. People shouldn't sleep with their family, even if they are from. Nighty is Gorgon knows how to back himself. Seen him take the Africans on. Oi, Nighty and Gorgon. Oi, I promise, bro. I tell this to people all the time, and they're like, "Oi, bro, I would smash Julian Knight if I seen him." No, you probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't, because that dude's been doing 30-minute rounds and 10 30-minute rounds in a row for since the 1970s. The guy's a fucking piece of shit, but he will fucking punch on with you. What's your favorite Metallica song, Biff? One. One. So a true story. Oh no, I won't even say that. Doesn't matter. And I'm from Tasmania and don't sleep with my family. True? That's not true. It's not true. Don't worry. When's Jess back, Biff? We need another live with you two. I'll tell you what. I'll invite her over this weekend, and that might happen. Yeah. So she can only do long lives and stuff when it's not her weekend with her son. Yeah, she spends all that time with her child. Always 793 fucking Commodores. What's crack a lack and no one would that runs the yard 4 hours a day. Oi, bro, and like I have literally seen people come in the unit and think that they're gonna fucking tune up fucking Julian, and Julian fucking wrecks them every time. Don't get me wrong, I think his crimes are fucking putrid. You know, very fucking putrid. But yeah, I guess it's just one of those things where people you just wouldn't understand the politics behind it unless you were there. All All right, I'm just going to see a man about a dog. And so, anyone that thought I've been farting lately, I haven't been. I was just getting me lawnmower's fucking business cards that he gave me today that were actually magnets. And I'm doing this. Because, like I said, I've got ADD and ADHD and ABC and ACDC. And I'm a Barbie girl. Everyone's going to go, what the fucking hell, bro? %. I'm from fucking Victoria and I've got a fucking scar that goes from here to here. It's alleged that... Nah, it's not really. All right, I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to fucking put some awesome music on. So for those of you that fucking missed my new fucking brain fart that I fucking just created, this is called... If you guys know what The Pecking Order is by Ice Cube. All right, no, actually, let's do fucking... This is Gangsta's Paradise, but it's like blues.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
Take a look at my life.
take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. 'Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you talking and where you walking. Or you and your homies might be lying in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As it croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like. On my knees in the night, saying prayers. Been spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the streets, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a low-down gangster, set tripping banger. And my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die, what can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt in the deep dark bowls of the underworld order must be maintained?
That's actually a shit song. I played the wrong one. This is mad.
Without a strict and unforgiving chain of command, chaos is inevitable. What's up, youngster, since you're the new booty? And don't know nothing, I gotta show you about the pecking order. It's the order in how we do things and move things. See somebody gonna tell you what to do after I tell that motherfucker what to do. It's the pecking order. It's the pecking order. It's the pecking order. We got the power to make you niggas sour. Big fish, well like Ichikawa. Stepping out the shower, it's the pecking order. Ask your daughter how we peck, inspect, high class as the projects. Push my legs to the California range, southern lane, and for my schemes is on the brain. For my connect game, put a strain on every leak in our chain. That's right, we all get woo-hoo. Take us Vaughn notes to make us see notes. Doing all the howdy bullshit floats. And niggas don't, some niggas don't. Gangsta paradise, ain't nothing nice. Yeah, we living so tight, we need Jesus in our lives.
I'm coming. I'm just feeding my dog.
It's the pecking order, yeah. It's the order how we do things and move things. Only fuck with the true thing. Having heavy in the course with the world of depression, messing with the wrong bitches, never learn our lesson. Stressing, no guessing, never question. Even when we plan, we testing. Confession, do you still wanna meet with the killers? Hold accountable for anything you repeat. It's the pecking order. Ask your daughter how we pack. When we smoke, you wish your best friend we suspect. It's the pecking order. It's the order how we do things and move things. Only fuck with the true thing. Now come on, partner, come on. It's the pecking order. I don't wanna hear none of that shit, man. All that crying and begging and shit. To be honest with you, that shit really don't even affect me in no kind of way, partner. You wasting your motherfucking time. Let's get this shit going. Let's get it over with. Come on back here. Back here. I can't make no motherfucking mess right here. Check this out, homie. Make it easy on yourself. I know you want a motherfucking open casket where your people can see you and kiss on you. But you are pissing me off. And I will blow noodles out your motherfucking head, and none of that happens after that. So come back here. Come on. Right? Come on. Hey. But you know, one more thing before I do this. It's the packing order.
Just seen a man about a dog and feeding him and stuff like that. Been trying to convince my partner to move to SA from High Country, Victoria. Oh yeah, or WA. The Desi Freeman stuff put you off the High Country? He's not keen? Big change, isn't it? But like, here's what I always say. So all the older boys, when I first started coming to prison, used to say, you know what, bro? I wouldn't fucking if they say they're moving you on, bro, just go and fucking deal with it, because they say that a change is as good as a holiday. And that stuck with me forever. And so I've always used that as a little bit of fucking, you know, Hamish McCount, you bloody legend, bloody fucking Krista Mee is here, and Paul says, bloody hey, Biff and Legends, I have just been to the Metallica concert at the Adelaide Oval. The fireworks at the end were awesome. Oh, bullshit. Oi, bro, oi, listen, oi, look at this. So my fucking best friend is there. Look, I'll show you. Yeah, I said best friend. Look at this, look. This is that same concert. Remember that? Remember that cliff moment? All right, hang on. Next moment. Do you remember this moment? That's Jess's son there. What I will say is that that probably wouldn't have been a possibility today had it not been for me. And it was very important to me that I made that happen today for both them fucking legends. And I actually been getting phone calls off them all day saying thank you so much for fucking making this possible. And yeah, like I actually So it's Jess's son's birthday, not tomorrow, but the next day. So yeah, I was like fucking perfect time for Cliff died before Injustice for All. I know, bro. Sorry. I actually thought more people would fucking bite at that than you, bro. I thought that more than one person would bite at that. But yeah. Yes, that's the way. But yeah. Um yeah, that wasn't Cliff. Cliff's been dead for a long time. Our little town isn't a country town anymore. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Do you know what though? Like, I've actually seen a lot that like I don't think it's like it's a really thing with regional towns. Like most country towns are just not country towns anymore. You know. Um. Yeah. No. Like I was saying, I'm sorry that I said that the guy's name was Cliff. I was definitely talking about Dave Mustaine. So yeah, Dave Mustaine is a guitarist for Metallica, isn't he? Isn't Dave Mustaine the guitarist from Metallica? No, I'm joking. Dave Mustaine used to be a guitarist for Metallica, but good times. It went from 3,000 to 8,500. Damn. Yeah, 1986. You were right, mate. Sorry, I just thought I needed to know that myself. Actually, so the person I showed on that video was obviously Kirk Hammett, but I was fucking around. Zeus. Do you know? Can you hear my dog licking his fucking gonads? So the other day, my dog was doing that, and my mate that was helping me moving said, "Fuck, bro, I wish I could do that." I said, "Don't, bro. You'd probably have to fucking give him some food first." Tink. So get it? In other words, he was saying, "I wish I could do that, like lick your dog's nuts," and I was like, "No, you don't want to do that, bro. You'd probably have to buy him some food first." Anyway, been listening to Thugs Mansion acoustic lately. Oi, fuck, I love that. Oi, you fucking legend, Steve. I love that. Do you know what? True story. That that is like one of my all times. So, sorry, I actually thought more people were going to bite at it, and the reason is because like, I forgot his name now, but he was like, I've just been at the Metallica concert. I was like, oh yeah, nice. So I was like, just joking around, and said like, look, here's fucking Cliff, and I really just thought that everyone was going to go, but it's fucking Kirk Hammett, you dickhead. But yeah, no one did except for you going ahead. I actually, yeah, thought that more people were going to have a go at that. Kirk owns one of the most legendary Les Pauls. Oh, I would have, I did know that, but I would fucking not doubt it. What a fucking legendary fucking, and we all know Colin's fucking Fucking fuck. Fuck. Stop playing with it. You'll go blind. All right, all right, all right, all right. I got it. Now I have to go back up. But anyway, basically, all I was saying was funny. Like I dropped a joke and everyone thought that I was being serious about. Yeah. But what I was saying was the reason that I said that was Cliff instead of Kirk Hammett was because old mate said he just come from the Metallica concert, so I thought I'd drop a bit of a fucking joke out there, and yeah, hook, line, and sinker. Apparently, oi, I'm gonna set my new microphone up. I hate doing that. Only happens on live, obviously. Nah, I've got a new mic. I've got a Shure SM7B microphone, which is like a proper podcasting microphone. But I wanted to wait until I had my whole fucking new studio set up. Obviously, the last 2 weeks has gone 2 weeks over than I expected, so I haven't even fucking had a chance to paint my new studio yet. This isn't my new studio. This is just in my new house. My studio is actually 2 rooms away. I've got my own studio, like for that doesn't take up a room or anything. So my new house has got a few rooms, plus it's got an office as well. So, have you had any encounters with anyone from the underworld? No, I haven't. So, no, I haven't. I've haven't done any time in prison. Haven't spent any time with anyone from the underworld. Are you talking about the movie Underworld Evolution, the vampire movie and stuff? Is that what you're talking about? Because you know this is a don't waste it. Oh shit. Biff, do you live in a mansion? No, I don't. I don't live in a mansion, but I probably live in a house that's definitely 5 times too big for myself. But I have 3 adult children, 3 teenage, well, 1 teenage adult children, and the rest are in their very low 20s. And then, so yeah, I've always got to have a spare bedroom for my kids, and I've always got to have a spare bedroom for my mum and my daughter. So I've got a fucking room for every one of them fucking buffheads. And then I've got a spare room for my mum and my daughter. And then I've got my bedroom, and then I've got my office. So, yeah, definitely not a mansion, but I probably have more rooms than you would imagine that I need. Oh, bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Fuck. They just caught him again, too, Matty D. Yeah, I just seen that they just fucking got him again. But guys, I will just let you guys know that I've already gone. I was going to jump on at the start and say, like, look, guys, um, it is one of my family members' anniversary of their death today. Blah blah blah. I've just finished moving today. I'm absolutely skint. But as always, I get on here and just fucking, yeah, absolutely just made my day. So I've been on here for ages. But I will let you guys know that I will be jumping off in 14 minutes. So I don't want to go over 12 p.m. Just because, yeah, I just don't want to. I need to drop my keys off at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for my old house, and I want to meet that fucking deadline. Um, yeah, so if I'm streaming till 3 o'clock in the morning again, like 6 hour streams, this has already been a 2 hour and 40 minute stream. I don't even know how to explain this, guys. So, like, I've done lives for a long time, and yes, I've only been doing lives on TikTok for not even 12 months now. The better part of 6 months, I'll say 6 or 7 months, right? Um, but I have never ever when I used to do my TikToks, you guys know I used to do ghost hunts. So my camera used to sit there and I used to walk around and do ghost hunts. And so you never really even got to see my face. I've never felt so comfortable in front of so many people in my life. And you know why? I said it the same thing last night because like I feel like everyone finds water finds its own level. That old adage really lives true. And I really feel like our little crew community here is so fucking good, and I'm telling you, like I feel at home here with all you legends, all of them, all of you guys. So yeah, but Biff, all the media on him and shit, he is the humblest person I've met. So yeah, look, I can't say I've met the guy, but obviously know a few people over the years that have like had like dealings with that guy in that world. And same thing, bro. Same thing. Oi, buddy Charles, buddy Home Quest. Doors, Bluetooth it. DJ got nothing on your streams, but you need his mate sending you 500 tips. Yeah, look, bro, I'm not trying to be, any fucking better than anyone in particular. And yeah, so but for me, those all the supers and stuff and the gifts and stuff what people give on live is an absolute bonus. I never expect it. And so, like, I feel like when those certain things happen, that people get a little bit expecting of it. And so, I would never like to put myself in that predicament. Yeah, that's it, eh? Bluetooth was last night. Nah, Bluetooth's every night. Bluetooth's every night. So when I say Bluetooth, I'm giving you knuckles, right? So I'm dabbing you up. Boss, give me your knuckles, mate. Knuckles, douche. But I'm saying Bluetooth it because I'm sending it to you because I'm in the camera, Bluetoothing it. So I say Bluetooth all the time. In other words, bro, see you with your buy up or TV set. You upward mad brother. He is. Oi, bro. Oi, thanks for fucking joining, Matty D. You fucking legend. Luke, let them two do their own thing and still be friends. Yeah, like it's never a competition with me or anyone else, Like I learned very early on in life that when you start comparing yourself to other people or trying to do better than other people, you really concentrated on everyone else but yourself. And so very early on in life, I realized that I am my own fucking beast and I don't have to compare myself to anyone and I don't need anyone else's fucking approval. I am who I am unapologetically, and I've made it this far in life for being that way, and that's no disrespect. I'm just telling you how I am, you know. But I feel like, and I'm not saying this about you, Luke, at all. Please, so don't take this as though I am. But I feel like, especially like with those couple of creators and stuff, like people sometimes try and like pick me against them. Um, and yeah, I would never be interested in anything like that. I'm not interested in fucking internet beefs, bro. Like I've had real beefs, bro. Real fucking beefs. Like I've been fucking stabbed 7 times and shot twice. I've had real fucking beefs, man. Like none of this pretend fucking keyboard fucking bullshit. I've had real beefs. Like so I don't fucking sweat the small shit when it comes to this stuff. And especially when it comes to um, high school bullshit on the internet. I just don't have time for it. And um, yeah, I didn't have time for high school bullshit when I was in high school. I'm not gonna fucking, you know, take two steps back just to adhere to everyone's wishes. Yeah. Thank you, fucking Commodores, you legend. But yeah, I always tell it how it is. But like, I'm not out here to fucking make enemies with anyone, and I feel like especially, and I'll say this with TJ, right, and I'll say his name and stuff because like I feel like because um TJ and I kind of like in a YouTube regard, kind of like moved away from each other. That I feel like a lot of people really just thought the worst of it, and really the same with the AB situation as well. Like, I'm a human being at the end of the day, and so like, I can be a very opinionated human being at times too, but I'm also a human being that always is going to be my say. So if I've got something to say, I'm going to fucking say it. And so like regardless of the given situation, if something has come to fruition, then I'm going to talk about it. And sometimes it just turns out that people do better not doing things together, and so that's as real as I can be about it. There's no fucking bad blood between me and any of these people that I've spoken about. I can't be any realer about it. And sometimes people, um yeah, I'm not even going to say that, but that's as real as I can be about it, legends. And I hope you guys respect that. And yeah. Oh, you bloody legend, bloody soul. Wait. Wait. Please don't delete. Why write bullshit and lies on people's families then and not expect a comment? Bro, you're the same fucking dipshit who wrote me a fucking message on fucking Messenger saying, "What bikie gang were you with?" Right? So that's how much you don't know what you're talking about, yeah? Because the way you worded that sentence, you would have worded differently if you knew, like, you weren't brought up in the north end of town and fucking knew what you were talking about, right? So, like, if you want to come onto my page and try and like make me look silly, here's the truth, bro. You fucking came on my Facebook fucking page on Messenger under 24 hours ago trying to be my friend. Do you know what I mean? So, like, don't come on my fucking page and try and pretend like, oh yeah, why are you fucking talking shit, this and that. Bro, why are you fucking talking shit on Messenger? Why are you talking shit on Messenger? So yeah, anyway. 100%, bro. Like, I tell it as real as it is, bro. Don't come on here. I'll come on here and fucking let you do whatever you want, bro. But if you want to come on here and try and make me look like a dickhead and making yourself look like a dickhead at the same time, well, all right then. If I'm talking shit, let's have a look at this then. Let's have a look at this then. Fucking Kaiser Kane. Kaiser Kane. That sounds like what you do to your fucking boyfriend. But anyway, message requests. Oh, hello. Who's that? Who's that fucking dickhead? Kaiser Kane. Oh, hello. Hello. Fucking talking shit. Sure, mate. I talk nothing but fucking facts. So you want to be about talking shit? You know what I mean? Bro, don't ever come and try and come on here and fucking get one over me, bro. Bro, seriously, come on. Come on. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yesterday wanted to be my friend. Today wants to be a troll. Do you know what I mean? True story. And as you can see, that's a full hate because I absolutely fucking did not accept it and left him on red. So, whatever, bro. Don't get butt hurt because you got butt hurt. Fucking hell, bro. I've been through this shit, mate. I know what I'm doing. You're not on that level. No disrespect. But yeah. You know what the funniest thing is, right? This person 100% right now he's going, oh fuck, fucking dog, I'll fucking shoot this fucking cunt. 100% fuck this fucking guy, bro. Fuck that, bro. Fucking talk to me like that. Fucking talk to me like that. Put me on show. All right. So what were you just doing, Dynamite? Do you know what I mean? Imagine if I come to your house. Imagine if I come to your house and started talking to you like that. Pretty sure I'd get the same reaction, mate. So have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. Everyone to be a friend till they have a fight with their girlfriend or boyfriend. Yeah, 100%. And don't worry, I did see that comment saying that other YouTubers, certain ones, are watching my page. Probably. Probably. No Reddit posts about me. Just saying. Dicks like that can't imagine the real shit Biff has dealt with. It's just funny. And like, I'm so all over this fucking bullshit. Like, I've been doing this for so long. And as soon as, like, I didn't see the comment, but I seen everyone saying, what are you talking about, fucking Kaiser Kane? I was like, oh, that would fucking be right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking hey, legend, watching from Sunbury. You ever been up this way? Any crims or stories you have from up here? Congrats on finishing up on the bail thing. Thank you, legend. So, yeah, no, not really. But like, so at that same time when I couldn't get parole to Victoria, so my brother was my co-offender, and so he actually got let out before me. I got 3.5 years more than my brother, so he got let out before me, and he got parole, and so my mum actually was living in Sunbury at the time. That's the closest thing I've ever got to Sunbury, but I never went to that Sunbury house because I was in prison, and yeah. I reckon that's probably not far off the truth, Maddie. I don't think that that's far off the truth. And if anyone thinks that this guy's still hanging around that same area where he knows that every single police in the country is looking for him, yeah, no, I don't even think it doesn't even matter. You could be the dumbest fucking person on this planet, but you ain't gonna go and fucking do that shit. You know what I mean? Oi, Hamish, you fucking legend. Yeah, no worries. It's actually just gone 12 o'clock, so I'm going to be jumping off myself. So yeah, I'll say all my goodbyes and that before I nick off, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys tonight for tonight's live. I would love to fucking try and do another 6 hour live again, but all right, just let me get tomorrow out of the way, and then we'll just take it as it comes. And so I'm loving this going live most nights type thing, and it's really really fucking good. And so more than likely we'll be live at 9 o'clock again tomorrow night. I know I went live tonight at 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, but I literally did not get home until 20 to 9. So there was no fucking other choice around that. Race call. All right, race call. So if you guys weren't in the chat last night, so a lot of people think that I just randomly call out names, right, in the chat, but I don't. So whoever is typing the most comments, that's who's coming in first. Whoever's typing in the second most comments is coming in second. Whoever's typing in the third most comments is coming in third, obviously. So that is how the races get called. And so a lot of people were saying, like, just thought that I was randomly fucking calling them out, but it's not. And so, like, it doesn't even matter. You don't even have to write comments. You can just do emojis. It just means the more comments I see from you on the fucking page, that means you're the winner of the race call. So yeah, I can't even believe that this has become a fucking thing that people want to hear. Like, it actually blows my mind. It was just something that I fucking did one day, and now it's a thing that we do. We do race calls. That's what we do here on the Chaos Chronicles. You can tell your friends about it tomorrow. You can say, they'll say, "What were you doing last night?" You'll be like, "I was watching the Chaos Chronicles. He's a YouTuber." "Oh yeah, what does he do?" "Fucking race calls, mate. He does race calls. That Biff does fucking race calls." So everyone, get your fucking horses ready because we're about to jump in the fucking chutes to get ready for this race to fucking take off. All right. Legends. Everyone get ready. I'm that fucking tired. I really can't even be bothered doing a fucking English accent. "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and we got 1 minute to go. We've got a bit of an incident on shoot number 9. Shoot number 9, get down there, you fucks. The fucking horse is playing up." Anyway, all right. Are you ready, you fucking fuckers? 1 cat and dog. 2 cat and dog. 3 cat and dog. Remember, smash your comments up there if you want to be making a place in this horse race. Ready? Let's go. And we're off and racing, and it's fucking was a gunhead, Steve Jager and Hamish McCourt coming in first, second, third, and fourth. Mr. Binks the cat is coming in fourth, and it's Waikika Mukau, and Lady Bakata. Lady Bakata and Waikika Mukau now coming along on the inside. Marcus Lee is actually in on the race. Mickey S has jumped along on the inside. We're coming along the last home 300 meters now. And it's definitely a pace between Matthew Duncan, Jamie Bryant, and fucking Commodores. And you will never fucking believe it. Oh my God. Fucking gunhead. I can't even fucking scroll these comments up that fast. That's how much fucking fast you guys are typing right now. It looks like a blur. But anyway, fucking Steve Jager, fucking gunhead, and oh my God, it's fucking Steve Jager with the fucking win. We've got Hamish McCourt in fucking second, and fucking Justin Parker, the Wild Wolf, number 5. Right. If I got my numbers a little bit fucking, you know what I mean? This isn't a professional race. We didn't have bets on, so don't fucking try and find out my address and stuff. I'm only fucking young and stuff, and I bleed easy. I'm a ranger. I don't even know how we've fucking got to this. I don't know how it's got to this. I just don't know. I just don't know. Hamish is like, "Oh, fucking number 2, yes. Podium finish. So if you were a real racehorse, you would have got some fucking money then." I got a bonus bet back. Oh, that's fucking gold. I fucking won on fucking sports bet yesterday. So for those of you that weren't watching yesterday, I gave everyone a bit of information on how to jailbreak your Chat GPT. Why does it look like I'm miming? 从小火场青青平，想想草马青青，都嘛青青火火. Oi, are my lifts out of sync for you guys, or is it just me? Because if it's just me, I'm sorry. I actually probably just look like a fucking dickhead. Waikika Mukau needs the old yellow. I can't help it, but it's like Waikika Mukau and Lady Bicata. I don't know why, but they're two names I can remember from like the 90s fucking horse races. That's actually how you spell it too, but it's actually spelled a little bit different than that. So it's if you have a look, it's pretty close, but a little bit off. Waikika Mukau. Oh, it's just me? No way. My dad won box trifecta on. Oh, so when I used to gamble at the TAB, that's all I used to gamble on, box trifectas. But then they brought out this thing called standout trifectas. Oh, mate, if you get one of them, fucking hang on. Morning. Oi, fucking Charles with the fucking pixelated hippo chomps a fucking one up. It's funny because I can't see. All I see is the text that it says under your name. So it doesn't show me an emoji. It just shows me all these text. So then Charles Homequest sent me the fucking super duper. It said a pixelated hippo chomps a one up. Yeah. What's your favorite bud biff? So there would be times where if I was asked that question, but we are living in time of medical marijuana, and yeah, you get to pick which you like. And so yeah, I'm a big fan of the Kushes. I'm a big Kush fan. I'm a big haze fan. I love all the hazes. I don't care what fucking color it is, but I promise you, the best thing that I've ever fucking had medically or any fucking weed, to whether it was medically or not medically, was super silver haze. And I'm talking like next level. So like I'm talking better than your fucking any kush, like better than any kush, any fucking gorilla glue, any just fucking mad. Like old school Northern Lights. If you know, you know. If you've been fucking, if you're an old man like me, like I'm talking old school Northern Lights, fucking skunk type shit. I'm keen on investing in a horse. You know what? I thought about it too, right? So so as a matter of fact, so Tex, this is mine and Tex's fucking so who Tex works for is fucking some fucking very well known racehorse trainers. And so I know these people very well as well. Matter of fact, same people who used to do bull riding with. So yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever want to fucking like if I could never like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think maybe a greyhound, but I don't know about a horse. I could like, I think it'd be like probably, yeah, I don't know. But all right, legends, that's it. I've been going for 10 minutes longer than what I was supposed to, but I will jump on live again tonight. So Thursday night, somewhere between 9 o'clock as 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock as usual. And but yeah, thank fucking Christ that this fucking moving shit is all over now. And although I've got everything moved into my house, I've literally got like shit in there. I've got fucking stuff in that bedroom, stuff in the other spare bedroom. It's crazy. But I'll have my studio finished and up and running by this time next week, 100%. Mickey, yes, my bet's on Hamish getting scratched. Oh, shit. Hamish is like, what the hell? I didn't even come in first. Night, Steve. Night, mate. Night. Yeah, bro. Oh, my. So quickly before I go, the reason I say greyhounds is because my granddad used to do greyhounds, right? Race greyhounds before anyone says anything they regret. So, um, yeah, and so like it's always been interesting to me that like that's a part of my family's life that I never really knew anything about. So yeah, like I said, if I was gonna fucking buy some kind of racing fucking animal, it would probably be a greyhound. But all right, legends, absolute fucking legends. I will see all of you tomorrow night at fucking 9 p.m. somewhere around that time between 8 and 9 p.m. But I say 9 p.m. because it's like that's the last time I usually go live. So I'm generally live before that. But all right, legends. Anyway, absolute fucking legends. And yeah, fucking another winning fucking live tonight. We've just been going for 3 hours and 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Fucking awesome. We're really cranking out the numbers and I fucking love it. So much love, much respect, and I will see all of you legends. I'll be dropping a video tomorrow night too. So I will see all of you legends tomorrow night in the premiere at 7 p.m. and then I'll see you all in the live. But rightio legends, I am out. Bluetooth it. Doge.